Hey guys, this is really just gonna be a sit down Q&A, get to know me more. I did one of these videos while I was getting ready a while ago, but we have so many new friends, so not that many, but enough for me to feel like I need to do this again. Anyways, how is everybody doing? Unfortunately, it's still Antarctica outside. Not happy about that. I'm gonna start off with this question. My birthday is today as I'm filming this. So, how old am I? I am 22. I just turned 22 today, which is really exciting. I can no longer reverse the numbers to make me feel younger, and I won't be able to do that until I'm 30. So, we're kind of stuck like this now. I do want to apologize for the lighting currently. Unfortunately, the spotlight that I usually use is dead. It did not charge at all when I had it plugged in. So I confirmed it is now charging. We will have her for future videos. I got it several weeks ago and only charged it once, so it was bound to die at some point, but she was living for quite a long time. Next question. I'm gonna have to cut so many of these yawns out. I'm really tired. Last night was a lot. I discovered my hermit crab was dead. Yeah, so if you didn't know, I'll get into this right now. My family is quite small. Growing up, it was just my sister and I and our parents, my mom and dad. Unfortunately, my mom passed away in December 2024. I have a video of like the spark notes of that on my page. We have a lot of pets. Not really that much, I guess, kind of the average amount of pets for a family. I don't know. But we have one dog. He is a yellow lab. He's currently 8 years old. His name is Connor. I know, a very human name. He acts like it, so he's also a con artist and likes to con people into giving him extra treats and extra food. He lives up to his name. And then we have two cats. One we inherited when my aunt passed away in September 2024. The other one just showed up at our back door and said, "Hi, I live here now." He was just a baby, so we accepted him. The one we inherited doesn't really have a name. We call him Couture because he's quite the diva. The other cat, he's an all black cat, so we named him Binks because he showed up shortly after my mom had passed away, and Hocus Pocus was her favorite Halloween movie. We thought it was fitting. My sister is older than me. She is 3 years older than me. She's 25. Now it's just my dad, my sister, me, our dog, our two cats, and now, unfortunately, just one hermit crab. We did have two. I'm not going to get into the story on how the other one died because I'd rather not share those details. Their names were Wayne and Grayson. Grayson is no longer with us. If you catch the drift, Bruce Wayne, Dick Grayson, Batman and Robin. Next question. What am I majoring in and why did I choose my major? If you didn't know, I'm a senior in college right now. I'm graduating in a couple months. I'm getting my bachelor's in psychology and I'm minoring in dance with a concentration in sign language. I chose this because I love learning about the brain and how it controls our bodies and how the brain reacts to all these weird different things and why we think the way we think and all of these things. Plus, I grew up in many sports where people were constantly compared to each other and mental health wasn't really cared about in these sports. I really focused on that and trying to help people that way. That's the reason I'm a dancer. I'm minoring in dance because I still love to dance regardless, and my instructors and professors here have been absolutely incredible and absolutely amazing, and I love them so much. The concentration in sign language purely just because I'm taking all of the course requirements for it, and it'd be nice to eventually one day, if I do end up working in the psychology field, to be able to communicate with other people who do sign and don't speak. We unfortunately don't have a sign language minor here, hence the reason it has to be a concentration instead of a minor. The next question. A little bit more about my background and how I grew up. I grew up in a Catholic family, was born and raised Catholic, went to a Catholic school from the time I was 4 until I was 14. Unfortunately, it just went to 8th grade and I had to go to the public high school in my small itty bitty tiny town. I have gone on a very long and strenuous faith journey over the past couple years. It's been a lot, and I've had different influences constantly talking at me from all different directions. At the end of last year and the start of this year, I've really just honed in on my own faith and what I want to believe in and what I want to do in my life and how I want to live through my faith, and that has really entailed me getting a lot closer and deeper into my faith. I've actually started doing daily Bible verse journaling, and it's been really therapeutic and I love it so much. And usually I listen to worship music while I do it. I love it. It's honestly such an amazing way to either start or end my day. I'm not too picky on which. It's a nice cleanse doing either one. Where am I from? I am from the middle of nowhere in the Midwest. I currently live in Milwaukee, but my hometown is quite literally in the middle of nowhere on the opposite side of the state. We are the biggest town within an hour radius, and we only have 5,500 people in it. Yeah. So there's a huge reason why I wanted to leave. I wanted to get as far away from all of the negative people in my life as possible, which really just was concentrated in that area. Regardless if my family lives there or not, I love my family, but I need to do what's best for me. And being there is the complete opposite of what is best for me. As soon as I possibly can, I will be moving away out of the Midwest, far away. I have some apartment tours set up while I'm on spring break. I'm really excited for those because I am looking to move to the area where I'm going to be spending spring break. Fingers crossed I can do that at the beginning of next year, hopefully. Why I say the beginning of next year is purely because I am going to be having knee surgery after graduation, most likely in the middle of June. My recovery could be anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks to 4 to 6 months, depending on what all they do. They won't know until they actually get into my knee because they can't really see the exact injury due to the location of it on like MRIs and x-rays and things like that. So unfortunately, that is still up in the air for me and I don't really know. So I'm aiming towards beginning of 2027 being able to fully move away. Some other basic things about me. My height, I am anywhere from 5'5" to 5'6", depending on A, posture, B, that's really it, honestly. I will say, I did cap out at like 5'6". However, I have shrunk. Constantly injuring yourself does something to you and makes you just, for me anyways, personally. So I'm more so on the range of 5'5.5" than 5'6". I'm underneath 5'6", but not many forms let you say 5'5.5", so we just say 5'6" on my driver's license and call it a day. Relationship status, guys, living the single life, what can I say? Send help. No, I actually don't mind it. Looking for the right person. That's what matters. I'm at the stage in my life where dating is not just like a social thing, kind of like it was in high school and the beginning of college. Like, I am in it for the long run. I am looking for somebody to spend the rest of my life with. Although, yes, my life really just started. I'm not opposed to sharing that with somebody as young as I am. Anyways. This is just a basic thing that I threw in here. So many people are curious, but obviously I said my birthday was today, and that being said, I am an Aquarius, the lovely water sign. Although technically Aquarius, like in the realm, is an air sign. It's weird. My dad's an Aquarius. My mom was an Aquarius. My sister is the oddball. She's a Libra. Do I have any other interest? Obviously, I've said this millions of times, but I'm a dancer. I love dance. I love everything about it. I love being able to express myself with my body and the way it moves. Because sometimes you can't always say how you feel, and being able to express that through movement is so powerful and so beautiful. I also do a lot of music writing. I love songwriting. It's a huge part of my therapy personally, and I just connect so much more to people in that way. I think of like the artists that I listen to personally: Alex Warren, Adele, Sam Smith, people who truly write from their souls and not just something to be a catchy pop tune. Although don't get me wrong, I do love those songs too. I like very, very meaningful, deep pieces of music, and that's what I tend to focus my writing on. Why did I start content creation? Honestly, this is just a huge thing about me, is I'm a very creative person and I love being creative, and I want to document all the things that happen in my life to someday have these to look back on as well. If they're on YouTube, hey, let everybody else come along with the journey of your life too. Also, I don't have to worry about losing them because they're public for the world to see. And I can look back on these things as like my digital diary, so to speak, of all the stages of my life 10, 15 years down the road, and show my kids like, hey, this was my life at the time. And I want to document the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. I want to be very authentic, very real. I don't want to sugarcoat things and make it seem like life is perfect, because it is far from it. I cannot tell you how much of a struggle these past 2 years have been. Connecting with myself and my faith more has started to make things seem more clear and less cloudy and less foggy, and brought them out more into the light of day. I really hope that by hearing my stories and hearing my journey in life, it can inspire you and help you in any way, shape, or form. In reality, if I could choose what I do for the rest of my life, I would do this. I would let my creativity flow. Whether that's making content, singing, songwriting, dancing, I don't care. Like, that is what draws me to life. That is what brings me to life. That is what feeds my soul. It's something that I love to do so much. It's a huge part of me, and I never want to let that go. I don't care if I'm like 90 years old in a nursing home. I'm gonna be boogieing with my walker or my cane, or even just sitting here in a wheelchair going, it's a huge part of me. It always will be. I love it so much, and it has made me who I am today. I started dancing when I was 2 years old. That's crazy. That was 20 years ago. That is insane to say. I'm so excited to see what this next year's journey actually consists of. Please come and follow along for every single step of the way, because I will be documenting all of it. My goal is to continue posting every Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time, as I have been for the past few weeks. We're gonna start with that. If we can work our way up to 2 videos a week, hey, that's perfect. For right now, 1 video a week will do. Plus, I'm probably going to be filming a lot of content prior to my surgery, so that way I have stuff to post throughout the duration of my recovery. We have a few months for that, so stay tuned. Please let me know what you want to see. Honestly, I'm open to anything. Not everything, but within reason. Anyways, I hope you have a fantastic day. I love you all so much, and just know that I'm always here for you if you ever need anything. My inbox is always open, so feel free to follow all of my socials, my TikTok, my Instagram. Everything is linked in the description below. You'll never miss any life updates there. All right, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.